Okay. Okay, we'll start. See, now what we'll do is last class we start with the concept of dot product. So when I say dot product between two vectors, what exactly are you going to do? See, generally one more point is when this question is asked for a 2 mark, you need not sit and write the whole derivation. I told you last class itself, some of you have written it. That's good, but every time you need not do it because you'll be wasting time unnecessarily. So if there is a vector given like this, I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap, there is some other vector, b vector is equal to I cap minus j cap plus k cap. If I ask you what is a vector dot b vector, what is your answer going to be? So a vector dot b vector, if I ask you, what is going to be your answer? A very simple question. Okay, how are you going to do? You just need to multiply the coefficients of I cap and add excuse me, and add it to the product of the coefficients of j cap and add it to the product of the coefficients of k cap. So here 1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1 plus minus 2 into 1. So 1 minus 1 minus 2, the answer is going to be minus 2. Now tell me one thing, when you're doing this a vector dot b vector, are you getting a scalar output or a vector output?
Scalar.
So you're getting a scalar output, right? That is why dot product is also known as scalar product. Okay? It is because of the output, nothing to do. See, dot product means it doesn't scale. When I say scalar product, it is not like you're multiplying scalars. When you do the dot product between vectors, the output will come out as a scalar. That is why it is also called as scalar product. Okay? So you would have, by now you would have understood what you're supposed to do. You just need to multiply the coefficients of I cap, j cap and k cap and add them together. Right? Now what I'm going to do is, I'll show you a trigonometric formula. If suppose I have a formula like this, cos of a plus b. You would have not seen this. This is called as sum of angles. So cos of the sum of angles. Okay. So anybody knows the formula for this? Anybody who has learned this formula? Okay. So the answer for this is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay. See, in trigonometry today's math class, we are going to see the applications of this. So this is the formula I'm going to teach you today. But there is going to be no derivation. But here I'm going to show you how vectors can be used to involve into the trigonometric concept. So the formula is here is cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. You might be wondering what am I doing actually. Okay, why am I writing all these things? Now, for example, let me show you how to actually, what is the actual use of this formula. Suppose I ask you, what is cos 90 degrees? What will your answer be? Sorry, I didn't get you. Somebody unmuted themselves. Cos 90, what? No, cos 90 is 0. Cos 90 is 0. Sin 90 is 1. Okay, so cos 90 is 0. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this formula and show you how to actually apply it, why this formula is actually needed. So cos 90 means, can I write it as cos of 60 plus 30? Right, I can write, it's my wish. So if I say this is the formula, then what is cos of A plus B? So this is A, this is B. If I use this formula, then what will I get? I'll get it as cos 60 into cos 30 minus sin 60 into sin 30. Is everyone clear with how I applied it? I'm just showing you the application part. So I'm taking 60 as A, 30 as B, and I'm applying this formula. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is going to be cos 60? Cos 60 is half, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, minus sin 60 is root 3 by 2, and sin 30 is half. No harm if you don't remember also, slowly through practice you will get it. So it is root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4. What is the answer?
0.
Obviously 0. So cos 90 is 0, we already know this. But we derived the same 0 using some other logic. What is that? That is 60 plus 30. You're able to understand. So this is how this formula is useful. See, it is generally not used for known values. It is generally useful for unknown values like this. If suppose I ask you cos 15 degrees, okay, then what you, if I suppose I ask you cos 75 degrees, okay, then how you can write is cos of, what are the known two angles whose sum is going to be 75?
45 plus
45 plus 30. Then you can apply this formula. So then you can apply this formula. Whatever answer you are going to get, that is going to be the final answer. Now what we are going to do is we are going to analyze that how this has actually come and how we are going to use the vectors. See, the one which I am going to use now is used in some other chapter also. So try to understand it clearly. If you understand vectors, half of the physics is in your hands. You need to have a good clarity of it. So I am considering a circle. Okay. So on this circle, what I am going to do is I am going to take 2 points A and I am going to take one more point B. Such that from the origin, if I join it to the point A, then what is the name of this vector? You people wrote it yesterday.
Position.
It's a position vector. Right? So position vector of A. If I ask you position vector of A, then what will you say? OA vector is equal to. Am I right? Similarly, B has a position with respect to the origin. If I ask you what is the position vector of B, then it is going to be OB vector. Am I right? So position vector of B is going to be OB vector. Now, let me say this angle is A and let this angle is B. So what is the angle between the position vectors OA vector and OB vector? What is the total angle between them? What is the total angle?
right angle.
This total angle is how much? It's there in front of your eyes.
90 degree.
No, it's not 90. Need not be 90. Okay, so it's in front of your eyes. I've written the values already.
Angle A plus angle B.
That's it. It is angle A plus angle B. That's it. A plus B is what is the angle between OA vector and OB vector. So I hope this is clear. Now, what I'm going to do is, see. From this point, from this point I'm going to drop a perpendicular. Let's say the radius of the circle is r. Okay. Then what are the coordinates of this point x, y? So if I draw a separate diagram, this I have already shown you. This is OA. If I take this angle to be A, this is r, this is x and this is y. What is x divided by r equal to? This we have already done for parallelogram block vectors.
Yeah.
It is cos?
Cos theta. Cos A.
Cos A. So which implies x is equal to r cos A. Similarly, what will be the value of y? Y divided by r will be equal to sin A.
Sin A.
Which implies y is equal to r sin A.
Unmuted.
So y is equal to r sin A. So what will be the coordinates of this point? In the place of x, can I write it as r cos A? In the place of y, I can write it as r sin A. Okay. Then how to write this OA vector is, you write it as r cos A. R cos A is in which direction? So r cos A is what coordinate? X coordinate or y coordinate? X coordinate. So for x coordinate, what is the unit vector you use?
I cap.
I cap. So you write it as r cos A I cap plus the place of y vector. What will you write?
R sin A.
R sin A what?
J cap.
That's it. As simple as that. Very good. Similarly, from here, if I drop the perpendicular, I am taking the other triangle. Observe. I am taking this to be O. This is OAP. Let me say this point is Q. So I'm taking this point to be B. Okay. And how much is this distance? OB is going to be how much? OB is still R because it is the radius of the circle. Am I right? So this is R. Observe this. It is not that tough. Observe this. So let me say the coordinate of this point is x dash comma y dash. Okay. Which quadrant is it in? Which quadrant is this in?
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant, what is positive, what is negative?
X is positive, Y is negative.
X dash minus y dash. Can I write x dash comma minus y dash? Right. So this distance will be x dash, this distance will be y dash with a minus sign. See, minus sign only indicates the fourth quadrant, it is not the distance. So I will write it as y dash. The distance is still y dash. What is x dash divided by r equal to?
Cos theta.
Which implies x dash is equal to r cos b. Similarly, y dash divided by r will be,
Sin B.
which implies y dash is equal to r.
Sin B.
Right. Now, what is OB vector? OB vector is x dash I cap plus y dash. Can I write it as minus j cap?
Yes.
Because x dash is positive, y dash is negative. That's why I wrote minus j cap. So x dash is going to be r cos b I cap plus this will be r sin b in the direction of minus j cap. Can I write it like this? Right. So is it clear till this step? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. That's
No,
it.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now I am drawing a separate diagram. This is OA vector, which is R. This is OB vector. And what is the angle between OA vector and OB vector? It is A plus B. Accepted? See, this R is the length of OA vector. This R is the length of OB vector. Okay. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to write OA vector dot OB vector. So what is OA vector dot OB vector according to the definition? So A vector dot B vector, I asked you the definition, you people wrote it also. What is it? A vector dot B vector, how do you define it?
Modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into cos theta.
That's right. So magnitude of OA vector, in here, A vector, instead of A vector, you have OA vector. So magnitude of OA vector into magnitude of OB vector into cos of, what is the angle between both?
A plus B.
So what is that? That's it. That is A plus B. So let me call this as 1. But what is OA vector in terms of I cap and J cap? OA vector in terms of I cap and J cap is R cos A I cap plus R sin A J cap. Can I write it like this? So OA vector will be R cos A I cap plus R sin A J cap dot, what is OB vector? You have it in front of you.
R cos B.
R cos B I cap, I push this minus to the opposite part, I will write it as minus R sin B J cap. Convinced? So OA vector, I wrote this thing, OB vector, I wrote this thing. Now magnitude of OA into magnitude of OB into cos of A plus B is the basic definition of it. So this is the LHS. So what I have written here is LHS is equal to, what will be the value of RHS? What is the magnitude of OA vector? I told you just now. What is the length of OA? It is radius of the circle. What is the length of OB? That is also radius of the circle. Into cos of A plus B I have. Right? So I have this vector. It is like I cap plus J cap dot I cap minus J cap. So what should I do? I should multiply the coefficients. So when I do the dot product between two vectors in the standard form, what should I do? I need to multiply the coefficients of I cap and J cap. Am I right? So you would understand this. So what will the answer be here? It will be r cos A into r cos B. It is r square cos A into cos B. Okay, am I clear? Plus r sin A into r sin B with a minus sign. So it is minus r square sin A into sin B. This is for the left hand side. Then what is there for the right hand side? That is equal to r square into cos of A plus B. Am I right? So right hand side r square into r is r square into cos of A plus B. So what will get cancelled? R square and r square gets cancelled. So what is that you are left out with? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. This is equal to cos of A plus. So this is how you can relate vectors to mathematics. Okay, and this concept what I have done is very very important for you to understand few other concepts in the future topics. Okay, you need to know all these things. That time I'll not sit and explain that it is r cos b and r sin b, why it is reason. I'll not show you all these times. I'll directly write it. Okay. So I'll just give you 2 minutes time. If there is any doubt, let me know.
Sir, can you show the derivation part, sir?
Sure. Mithul, is it from here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, make it faster. Yeah. Done? So please scroll down. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just copy this. Okay. So this is one of the applications of dot product. Now let me tell you what are all the other types of questions that can be asked based on dot product. Okay. I'll show you. So write down. Um, Someone has not completed, please let me know in the chat box. Surya, are you done? Okay. See, now what I'm going to do is some important points about dot product. Write it down. So write it along with me. So important points about dot product. The first one is A vector dot B vector is going to be equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into cos theta. So magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector is, sorry, A vector dot B vector is magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into cos theta. Just give me a minute, my device got disconnected. Just give me a minute. So it is going to be magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector cos theta. Then if A vector is equal to A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, and B vector is equal to B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap, if suppose these are the two vectors, then A vector dot B vector is given as A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 B3. That is nothing but the product of the sum of the products of the coefficients of ijk respectively. And the third formula is to find the angle between two given vectors. To find angle between two given vectors. So how will you find it? We know that A vector dot B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector cos theta, which implies cos theta will be equal to A vector dot B vector divided by magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector. I'm just rearranging the equation. I'm taking this A and B to the other side. Okay. The next point is, if two vectors are perpendicular, then A vector dot B vector is 0 since cos theta is equal to 0. Okay. To find the angle between two vectors, this is the formula that we are going to use. Right. Right. I hope you have copied this. Then sometimes what they will ask is, so can you please show the concept of r sin theta? Where, Mithun, which part you want me to show?
You can show it in the last, sir. At last, you can show, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir. Last copy, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir. I'll copy the last.
You copied, no? Or are you done? No, I didn't get what you told. I hope you have copied it, right? Okay, listen. So, for you to apply this kind of a formula, what they are supposed to give you. So, I will take an example, make a note of it. Let magnitude of A vector be 5, magnitude of 6, magnitude of B vector be 6. And theta be pi by 3. I hope everybody knows what pi by 3 is. What is it?
60 degrees.
So it is 60 degrees. Find A vector dot B vector. Okay, this is the first problem. How to do this? So A vector dot B vector is nothing but magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into cos theta. So what is magnitude of A vector? 5 into magnitude of B vector is 6 into cos of, what is the value of theta? It is pi by 3. So it is going to be 30 into cos pi by 3 is half. This and this will get cancelled. Answer will be 15. Okay. So this is how the answer is going to be. So mod A into mod B into cos theta, that is going to be 15 degrees. Okay. Similarly, when I say the example for this problem, A vector is equal to this, you have already done. And B vector is 5i cap plus 6j cap plus 7k cap. If I ask you what is A vector dot B vector, what are you going to do? So A vector, I have written it as 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4 cap. B vector is written as 5i cap plus 6j cap plus 7k cap. Find the value of A vector dot B vector. This you already know. Multiply coefficients 10 plus 18 plus 28. So 38 plus 18 is going to be 36. Right? So that's the answer. I hope there is no doubt in these two problems. Is there any doubt? Guys, there? Are you able to hear me? Yes or no? Are you able to hear me? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. See, this is the third one is a very important one. Sometimes what they will do is they will give you two vectors. They will ask you to find the angle between both the vectors. Let us say A vector is equal to, I am taking a very simple vector, I cap plus j cap. B vector is equal to I cap minus j cap. Okay. Find the angle between these two vectors using the above formula. Who can tell me? Anybody wants to volunteer? Anybody wants to try?
Sir, is it 90 degrees?
It is 90. That's right. But how do you get it? So cos theta will be equal to, what is the formula? A vector dot B vector. So since they are given in the standard form, how do you write it?
So it is 1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1.
1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1 divided by square root of, what is the magnitude of A vector? The square root of 2 into root 2.
Into root 2.
So numerator will be 0. So cos theta is equal to 0. Theta should be 90
degrees.
So hence these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, If two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then what kind of a question they can ask you is, let's say a vector is equal to I cap minus j cap and b vector is equal to 2i cap plus b j cap. Okay, let's say they are giving a vector like this. Find b if theta is equal to 90 degrees. They can ask you a question like this. Then what will you do?
So we can simply multiply the coefficients and equate it to 0.
As simple as that, that's right. A vector dot b vector is 0. That is the condition for two vectors to be perpendicular. So A dot b means 2 minus b is equal to 0. So what will be the answer? B will be. That's it. Simple. So this is how you can expect the problems to be. Okay. And lastly, what will happen is, this is a very rare case. Sometimes they'll ask you in the competitive exams, and sometimes you might get it in your CBSE paper also. What they will do is, find a vector plus b vector. Okay, before that I have to tell you one more point. Fifth point is, for any vector a, okay, for any vector a vector square implies the modulus of a square. Okay, so if you are squaring any vector, okay, that means the answer is going to be the modulus of it, the whole square. Why it is happening is because when I say a vector square, that implies it is a vector dot a vector. Whenever you do a square of a vector, you are doing the dot product of the vector with itself. So that is going to be a square. So what is a dot a? It is magnitude of a vector into magnitude of a vector into cos of, what is the angle between the vector and itself?
0.
0 degree.
0 degrees, right? So cos 0 is going to be 1. That is why it is mod a square. So wherever you see squaring a vector, it means you're actually squaring the modulus of that vector. For example, they can give you a problem like this. For any two vectors, A and B, if they ask you what is A vector plus B vector dot A vector plus B vector, then what will you say? Then how to do the dot product? It is like two terms here and two terms here, right? So whenever you have a scenario like this, that is going to be A vector dot A vector plus A vector dot B vector plus B vector dot A vector plus B vector dot B vector. What I did is A dot A plus A dot B, B dot A plus B dot B. Okay. So what is A vector dot A vector? I showed you already. It is modulus of A vector square plus A vector dot B vector is same as B dot A. Okay. So that will be 2 times A vector dot B vector plus B vector dot B vector is going to be mod B vector square. I hope it is clear till this step. So this can be written as A square plus B square plus 2 into A vector dot B vector will be magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into cos theta. So this can be written as A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. You have seen this kind of a formula somewhere?
The resultant formula, sir. R
Yes.
square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta.
That's right. So that will be under a root. Here it is without a square root. That's it. That is the only difference. Okay. So these are all the basic outline concepts. See, these seem to be tough. I think it is not tough, but they are. Since if you see it for the first time, it might appear to be tough, but they are not. Okay. Once you start applying them, it is going to be very simple. Let's do some basic problems which are based on vectors. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to give you very tough problems, we'll do some basic level problems. Now, write down this question. So write down this question. For what value of A are the vectors A vector given by ai cap minus 2j cap plus k cap and B vector given by 2ai cap plus a cap minus 4k cap are perpendicular to each other? So how to solve it? When two vectors are given as perpendicular, then what is the condition? In case you people are trying, let me know once you get the answer. Did somebody got the answer?
2 or minus 1, sir?
2 or minus 1. What is the question? Can you tell me both the vectors?
A vector is equal to
One
ai
minute, one. Yeah, just a minute. So A vector is equal to ai cap,
minus 2j cap
okay,
plus k cap
2j cap plus k cap. And what is B vector?
2ai cap
2ai cap,
plus aj cap
aj cap
minus 4k cap.
minus 4k cap. So they both are perpendicular to each other. So when two vectors are perpendicular, the condition is A vector dot B vector is 0. So A vector dot B vector means it is 2a square minus 2a minus 4 is equal to 0. So it is a square minus a minus 2 is equal to 0. So from this, can I write it as a? So how do I write it? A minus 2 into a plus 1 is equal to 0. And we factorize it, right? So a will be equal to 2 or minus 1. Is this what you got?
Yes, sir.
Good. So a is equal to 2 or minus 1. Easy one, everyone. It's an easy problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now see. Yeah. Now see. Now what we'll do is we'll do another problem. See. If A vector is 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap and B vector is 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 2k cap, what will be the angle between A vector and B vector? Do it. If A vector is 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap and B vector is 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 2j cap. What will be the angle between A vector and B vector? Anybody with the answer? Still doing? Is it that tough? So can someone tell me what are the two vectors? Sorry?
0 degrees, sir.
Yes, 0 is right. So what are the two vectors? A vector is equal to
2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap.
minus k cap. And
B
B
vector
vector
is
is
equal to 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 2k cap.
right. So what is the formula? Cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector divided by magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector. What is A vector dot B vector? It is 8 plus 18 plus
Plus 2.
2,
2.
the whole divided by square root of 4
4.
plus 4 plus 9, 13 plus 1, root 14 into square root of, this will be
56.
16, 56. So 8 plus 18, 26 plus 2 is 28 divided by root 14 into 2 root 14. That root 14 into root 14 is 28, 14. So 28 divided by 2 into 14, what will it give me? 28. So this and this will get cancelled. The answer is 1. Cos theta is equal to 1, theta is equal to 0 degrees. Right, there's one way. If you recollect the concept which I told you on the very first day, I told you if two vectors are parallel to each other, then one vector is equal to lambda times the other vector. Do you people remember this? If I see a vector, it is 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap is equal to 1 by 2 times 4i cap plus 6j cap minus 2k cap. Can I write it like this? So this whole thing is A vector, this whole thing is B vector, and this is the value of lambda. Since A vector is equal to lambda times B vector, we can directly say that the angle between them is 0 degrees. So most of the questions how you are supposed to start is you need to look for the coefficients. If the coefficients are exactly the multiples, okay, for example, if you see 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2. So if they are exactly the multiples of the coefficients of A, then you can directly say that they are parallel vectors. Anyways, we have learned two methods. One is using the dot product, and the other is directly by using the parallel vectors definition. Right? I hope it is clear. We'll do one more problem. So we'll do one more problem. See this here. So try this. There is a vector representing some physical quantity. We don't know what it is. There is a vector which is representing a physical quantity as C vector is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. The angle between this vector and x-axis is how much? So how do you write x-axis as? How do you write x-axis as? Anybody? So what is the unit vector used for x-axis?
I cap.
I cap, that's it. When they simply say x-axis, this is just I cap. So what you need to do is you need to find the angle between 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap and I cap, that's it.
So 2 by root 20.
That's right.
2 by root
Answer is 2 divided by. Well, very good. That is the answer. So C cap is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. Right. X-axis is just I cap. So what is the formula for cos theta? Cos theta is 2 multiplied with I cap. That is 2 plus you have 3. Here you don't have any j cap. So it can be written as 0 j cap. So 2 plus 0 plus 0 the whole divided by square root of 4 plus 9 plus 16. So cos theta will be equal to 2 divided by root 29. This is written as, anyways I have not introduced this, we will see it later. You read it like this, theta is equal to cos inverse of 2 divided by root 29. Make a note of it. So theta is equal to cos inverse of 2 divided by root 29. So let's write this, cos inverse okay. So this is a simple problem again. We'll do one last problem. I will close the session. So try the 25th one. If the vectors P is equal to AI cap plus AJ cap plus 3K cap and Q vector AI cap minus 2J cap minus K cap are mutually perpendicular, then the value of A is.
-1 3.
Minus 3. Then the positive value of A is what is asked. So it is going to be 3. So A square minus 2A
3 3.
Yeah, 3 is right. So A minus 3 into A plus 1 is equal to 0. So A will be 3 or minus 1. I again use the same logic. A P vector dot Q vector should be equal to 0. You know how to do the dot product. So the product I got is A square minus 2A minus 3 is 0. Factorizing it, we get it as A minus 3 into A plus 1 is 0. A is 3 or minus 1. That is the answer. So the answer is Easy, right? So now we have understood how to apply the dot product. So tomorrow I'll try to explain the cross product concept. It is slightly tougher than this, but we will try our best to understand. So tomorrow we will see cross product. Then I'll give you some problems which are based on cross product also. With that, this chapter will be over. Then we can do some miscellaneous problems. Okay. So I'll see you all tomorrow. So math class will start at 6:15. Okay. So enter all your attendance in the WhatsApp.